Welcome, everyone. Cuppa Tea, Cuppa Joy. I'm Terry
Hello.
Angel, and I have a special co-host today. Kathy Hand is with me. Hi, Kathy.
Hi everyone.
So glad you're here. So those of you that are out there finding this, as soon as you find it, say hello, first of all, and then share it because sharing is caring, and we want everybody to enjoy peace and love and joy on this Sunday afternoon, this July 4th weekend. It's all about celebration, and I celebrate each and every one of you. We have people starting to find it, so as you find it, just share. And let me see if I can get to the chat here so that when you do tell me you're here, I can see your name. There you are, Pranchetta.
Oh, you're
Hi,
here. Okay. I'm looking
thank
at
you for.
both my phone and the screen.
Yeah, well, the screen will show you all the comments from
Good.
wherever anybody is, whatever Facebook page or YouTube that they go on. When they comment,
All
it
right.
comes up on the screen. Kathleen Caputo, hi, sweet mama, how to bear. Our Auntie Jean Lorio here. Jean, thank you for being on the meditation for 10 million for world peace. We just finished that a little bit ago. Isabel, hi, darling Isabel. All right, so we have a few people on. Let's do our heart brain because that's how I like to start everything that I do is going to the heart. And with the heart brain connection, it just instills that energy of peace and love into our hearts, telling yourself that you are so loved. And it connects with the breath. So breathe in. If you can close your eyes safely, close your eyes. That just brings your focus more to what you're doing. Breathe into the heart and then watch that energy as it travels to the brain. The scientists tell us that our heart fires neurons just like our brain does. So we have the little brain talking to the big brain and bringing in a sense of coherence together. Then add in something that makes you smile. Our Marietta says that a smile is spirit magnifying incredible loving energy. Think about that and put that smile on your face. Smile at yourself, smile at the world. Oh, and just be the peace, be the calm that you so desire in the world. See it in yourself and then let it flow out wherever you may be. What a beautiful time to spend together today. And I have something up on my screen. Okay, I had to get rid of something on my screen that was talking to me. Oh, we have our Suzanne. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi,
And
Suzanne.
Grace Isis. Oh, yeah, the tea sipping peas. I'm ready for some tea. After this, I'm going to go find a place where I can get some chai tea because I've been wanting that all morning. So, have the beautiful Kathy Hand here, and
Oh,
she has some information that she's going to share with us that I think will be helpful. And I'm excited about it. And as I was sharing with Kathy earlier, there's some dates coming up, and one of them that I think I will probably be able to go to is in September. So if that happens, if we can get that coordinated, maybe some of you that are on the East Coast would like to come. So Kathy, why don't you share with us what this is all about?
okay. It was actually something I found on Facebook. Facebook has brought us many things, and it's the most important. It's brought us together with Terry, and and it's kept a bunch of us together, and we are all together for the same cause. And I didn't realize how important it is until you realize there are other people that feel the same way we do. And they are out there doing similar things that we do. And yesterday just sealed the deal for me. It was like, wow, you know, here it is. This group called, uh, I guess you can find them. I did post it in our messenger too. The Illuminate Festivals, and they have a website. Plus, they're also on Facebook, so you can find them that way. And it did. What they do is it's free admission. You go there. Uh, People like Terry and Sally that have a business based around this kind of holistic spiritual health, I call it, um, careers, because they are. Um, they can set up booths for a nominal fee. I think it's like 125 to 150 a table, where you set up all your things. Like if you want to do card readings, you can do that. If you want to display your different jewelry, if you make jewelry, um, essential oil blends. And there were even people there doing reflexology treatments right there. And if you wanted a more private space, they took you off into a different room for that too. But they charged, I guess, like for Reiki, I think I saw like $35 for a half hour session or something like that. Different people charge different things. I bought some really nice stuff, which I probably didn't need, but I bought anyway.
Made you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the whole event made me feel good because just taking pictures of everybody that was there, and unfortunately, I guess it didn't get out enough. But there was so much going on in Gettysburg yesterday. That's where we were, in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, because it's 4th of July weekend. The celebrations are all about, of course, the Civil War area. So
Mhm.
there were a lot of people walking around in the Civil War attire. The soldiers and the ladies with those big bouffant dresses on, the petticoats and all that. Oh my God! All I could think of was how hot were they, because it
Yeah.
was so humid. It wasn't like it was like a 90-degree humid, but you still, if you were out there, you were sweating. And the air is still not the best quality from the smoke, but it wasn't, thankfully, not as bad as it had been this past week. So, and this Illuminate Festival was on an inside of a Gettysburg College union building. So it was on the inside. It was air conditioning, which was great for
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Um, we got a parking spot right out front. I did post a picture. You could see our motorcycle right out front of the building. And like I said, a lot of wonderful people. And there were some sketchy ones. And I told Terry about it. I got a feeling, and I just like backed away from their table. Um, I'm not much into the witchcraft part of things. So there were some mm, things that I didn't jive with. Um, but there were other things that made me feel really comfortable. And I told Kathleen Caputo about it a little bit too. There was a woman there, very young, really warm, personable woman, and I bought 3 of her husband's prints, and I also signed up to receive a copy of her book for children, and it's called "We Are All the Light." And when I opened, she had a sample book there. When I opened it there, I just thought of Hotto Bear, and I said, Hotto Bear reaches a lot of children. I'd like this book to reach a lot of children too, because
Yes.
they're our future. And yeah, I just thought that was so special. And I talked to the coordinator of the program of the Illuminate Festivals, and I told her about Terry, and I told her about the Peace on Earth tour and when she started and how she gathered us all in because we were all stuck
Yeah.
from, we were working from home, we were stuck in home during the COVID pandemic. And I said, this has just been such a wonderful, meaningful movement for many of us. And for Terry, who has gone 3 times around the country, I said, Still fighting the bronchitis. She's not giving up, guys. She is like she's
Yeah.
on the road and keeps going. And in fact, along the way, she picked up this 10 million for world peace now, and they were really interested. And I left the cards there, and she said she was definitely going to look into your website and things like that. So,
Awesome.
and
Thank
I
you.
immediately also thought of anybody. We all have our special talents. I just started making bracelets, and I was going to start infusing some lava bead bracelets with essential oil mixes that I plan on making. I was just looking at my list. I have quite a few I need to order, but it's for anybody that wants to share their talents
Mhm.
when it comes to this type of. I don't even know what we term ourselves as.
It's a spiritual community.
Um,
And you know what I'm hearing, Kathy, is for me to set up to do aura photos at the one in Tennessee.
oh, see, now that is something different. They didn't have that anything like that there.
Right. Not a
They
lot of
did
people
have,
do.
yeah, they did have an angel card reader. I don't know if she was reading, just getting the messages from the angels, or if she was using cards. They had plenty of card readers.
Mhm.
They had the original card readers, the ones that use those real, to me, they're the scary deck of tarot cards,
Yeah, I
with
don't
the death
resonate with Jeremy.
card and
Yeah.
this card. And I flock to the oracles. They're a little more friendly,
Yes,
so
I agree.
they don't scare me. Let's put it that
Right.
way.
Right.
Um, but I thought of Sally and Tony, especially with their business Enlightenment. And there's two festivals coming up in Illinois, and I know they're close enough to Illinois to at least make one of
Mhm.
them. I hope
Yeah.
if they're open to it. And
Right. Yeah, with Sally's mobility problems right now, I'm praying
yeah,
that those will just like clear up. And I'll
yeah,
be with her and Tony next week.
yeah.
I think it's
Theirs are in the end of September. Your Tennessee one would be the 17th of September.
mhm.
Theirs would be the 24th or the 30th of September in
Okay.
Illinois.
Yeah.
So hopefully that would give them some time to figure out if they could do this or not.
Yes. Absolutely. And Kathleen, maybe you'd like to come to Tennessee and be with me for that one. That would be awesome. And Auntie Jean says, let the rest of us know how to get that book that you're mentioning,
Oh
Kath.
yeah, her website is the best way to get it for now, because you can order it or you can kind of promote her. I chose to promote her. I sent in. I think there's two support um, systems. Is like a number one and a number two. I took the number two, and it was $33, and I get an autographed copy of hers.
What is the
And
website, Kathy?
oh, let me find that for you because I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
have it.
I can put it on the screen if you have it.
Okay, okay, I'll look for it here.
And while
Sorry.
she's doing that, welcome to everyone that's finding us and coming in, and share it out so that other people know we're here. I'm going to pull
Oh,
some cards for us and do our Sunday afternoon song that I know Kathy loves so much. I have that geared up and ready to go.
okay, so it would be www.modern moderne homemaker.com. And if you look for her name, Libby Hoffman, LIBBYHOFFMANN.
Okay, so there you go. There's the, um, hang on.
And the book title, you want that?
Well, it'll probably be there on the website, right? If they go there.
It will be.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that in right into the chat. So all you have to do is click on the link and you can go to the website. How's that? Yay.
Yay!
Thank you, Kathy. And welcome, Stacy Lynn Gary. Hello. I got to meet this beautiful lady when I was in Sedona. She came by to the retreat and saw us all.
Yay.
Welcome, Stacy. And we have people asking for cards. Yes, we're getting there. I'm going to do one for Kathy first of all.
Oh, thank you.
From this beautiful deck. I just so love this deck. I only use it on Sundays. It's the only time I pull it out because it's special just for you all.
It's on my desk, but I hardly ever open it now because
Jesse,
you do it on Sundays.
Jesse's here. Hi, Jesse. And Jesse, I
Oh,
think are you in Michigan? Because I will be in Michigan very soon.
mhm.
What's the saying? The Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Something like that. Oh, yes, I'll get you a card, Jesse. And Stacy says, I would love to spend more time together. Maybe you can come to the Olympic Peninsula. Where is that? Oh, is that in Washington? I'm not sure where that's at, Stacy. Oh, Jesse, you're in Connecticut. You're up in the East Coast. Okay. All right. So let's see what card our Kathy Hand has for today.
Mm,
Beautiful blues there, a little
I
bit of
love the blues.
purple. And the card is the wild waves of life. Like tumultuous seas, the wild waves of life will always lead to calmer waves. That's a great promise, especially for you, Kathy. We are given inner strength to make these wild moments in the rhythm and flow of life. The lessons that present themselves along the way bring growth and meaning. They expand our boundaries to new ways of being. So let the waters test you. Trust in riding the edge, for it will lead you to new heights. Live into the crest of the waves. You
Sounds
know,
like me.
I, I'm an ocean person. I love the ocean. I love watching the waves. I love when they come up high and then they just crash down.
I love it too.
And it just really, when you sit with that, you can really meditate on it. When you sit and watch those waves
Yeah,
go up and then come down, and then the continuity of that happening, it just creates a sense in you of this is life. This is what happens in life. We have those moments when everything is just like going so great and we're up there riding that wave and then it crashes down and we can't always stay up on top of the wave
no,
because this life is all about experience and it's about growth. And if we're always just riding the wave and being, you know, like never experiencing anything, we're not going to grow. We
no,
grow through those times that we think, oh, this is so hard. But then that wave takes us back up again.
it,
So with you, I feel like this card is so appropriate
it is.
because you have the ebb and the flow. And
I
when
do.
you're in those moments that it looks very treacherous and I don't want to be here with this, just remember that that doesn't last, that
I
that
know.
wave will build again.
I know. That's the way to feel. And honestly, it just like this Illuminate Festival just came at the right time for me because you all know that I've been going through so much with my son, and
Mhm.
it's not getting any better, guys. It's you think he's doing okay, and then it's like, nah, he's really not. You have to come to the reality of it all. He's an addict, and it's got a good hold on him, and
Mhm.
I don't even know what he's afraid of anymore. I really don't. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. What matters is Bob and I are finding a different kind of peace of mind. And you guys don't realize how much you've played a part in it. All of you, Terry, from the top, from all of you. Uh, it's opened my eyes to so many different things. That's probably why I'm finding more stuff like these Illuminate festivals,
Mhm. Yeah,
that we are really not alone. There are other people like us that really want the same kind of peace for everybody,
exactly.
everybody, including, the world, including plants, the earth, everything,
Yes,
animals. Yep.
absolutely. Yeah, it's all about awareness.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's amazing how many people are so like minded out there and want the same things.
yeah,
And if we could just get ourselves together. And I think by these festivals and whatever, and I know, Terry, you've taken it's like the ultimate sacrifice. You took it on the road. And that's not an easy task, not just because of the financial reasons. It's a burden on your body.
mhm,
It's it's a burden on your mind because you think of it. You can't. It doesn't leave you. It's with you always.
always.
So you know that's a heavy journey to take.
Yeah, but it's perspective. So there, yeah, there are those days, just like your card. There's those days when it's like, oh, this is awesome, and I'm meeting people and
Yeah,
sharing about the journey and about peace and
yeah.
love and how others can come together, in collaboration. And then there's those moments that I go through the wilderness, and I just had those moments, and I shared it with all of you because I share everything. I live my life out loud, and you all are such a big part of it that
I
I
shared
can't
too
go
much, but
on.
that's another story.
So, I do go through the wilderness times when it's like, oh,
Oh,
where is everybody? You know? And
I
then
know.
I
Yeah, I
realized,
can imagine how alone you felt out there. I really, because sometimes I feel alone, and I'm not. I'm not alone. I have my husband all the time,
yeah,
but you just get this alone feeling. It's like, doesn't anybody see what's going on?
right.
Doesn't anybody care?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And, I have many of you that reach out to me, and I really appreciate that. As I'm driving down the road, if the phone rings and I see that it's like
Wow.
Grace Isis, Gracie is so great about calling and
Oh, that's awesome.
sure I'm okay. And, I'm not falling asleep at the wheel. So I really appreciate those moments where I get the phone calls and people that just say, I just want you to have a good day. And it makes
People like Grace have to fill in for those of us who aren't good at phones. I'm
Yeah,
not good at phones. Ask Suzanne. No, she struggles to get a response on my texts.
yeah,
No, I've gotten a lot better.
yeah.
And
It's hard a lot for me to text because I drive so much,
me
but,
too. Me too.
yeah, but
I,
just a quick phone call just to say hello, that makes all the difference in the world, and
yeah,
Auntie Jean does it too. I really appreciate everyone. Joanne, those
that's
that
awesome.
do that, thank you. And we have some new people in. Andrea Gregg, good afternoon to you, and
I
Tamara.
love you too, Andrea. I saw your comment. I see all your comments.
Yeah,
I'm really grateful for all of you. And yeah, it's a unique feeling, especially after yesterday, and especially that my husband came with me.
mhm,
He got to see a little part of it all. And I mean, he's been to crystal stores with me before, but this was different. I was so glad to share it with him, and
good.
it's a good thing.
Yeah, and I got to say hello to Bob before we came on the air, so that was a real treat.
Yeah, he was probably not happy about that because he was just coming inside. He had that
Okay.
t-shirt on and he was sweaty.
All right, so let's get to the next card. I think the
Yes.
first person in was our Prachetta. Prachetta, thank you for being here this afternoon. And I think it's late at night there for you, Prachetta, or early in the morning. I can't remember. No, it's late at night.
Late, late.
Yeah. All right. So, Prachetta, you get the Spirit Dancer. The Spirit Dancer says the love based flow of spirituality has come to dance with you today. Embrace the ethereal beauty of light and energy that pirouettes, leaps, and spins around you. Join in the playfulness of this dance and let it feed your being. This gift of love lifts your soul and opens your heart, providing strength and vision. It fills you with grace as you walk the pathways of this life. Become one with this energy so that all lines are blurred, letting your body be free in the movement and connected to all that is good around you. Dance, love, play, for this glow of spirit is all around. Do y'all ever have moments where you just want to move? It's like there may not even be any music playing except maybe in your head. And that spirit just saying, let's be joyful in this moment. It doesn't matter if there's anybody else around, it's just you and spirit. And Prachetta, that's what I'm feeling for you, just to twirl, spin, just to be and put that smile on your face. Because when you can get into that kind of energy, it doesn't matter what else is going on in the world. When you're in that moment of just being and just moving, just start by moving your arms. That's the beginning of the flow, when you can just start letting your body just be free. And then your mind says, oh, we're having fun. and life should be fun. We should be enjoying every moment that we have here on this earth. So I love this card for you, Prachetta, and I love it for all of us. Every time that we laugh, every time we smile, we're lifting the vibration. So the more we can do that, then the more of us that receive that love and smile back. We may not even know what we're smiling about. Have you ever had that happen? Kathy, has that ever happened to you where all of a sudden you just feel something and you just smile and you don't even know why you're smiling?
I
But
smiled all day yesterday. It was one good thing after another. First of all, to be able to get on the motorcycle, here's another good thing that's happened recently. Because of Suzanne, and I'm sorry she isn't here. I have a feeling I know
she
why.
was here.
Suzanne is there?
Yeah, you said hello to her earlier.
Oh, oh yeah, she was there. I don't see any comments from her, so I guess I don't know. I thought maybe she got interrupted. It doesn't matter. Because I was visiting her last weekend, we went for a big walk that I was not too happy about. But it turned out that it was a good thing for me to do because it got me moving. You guys know my knees are like crappy. It got me
Mine
moving,
too.
and I need to do that because what happens is, and I've also cut back on alcohol. Like I don't I'm a big wine drinker, but I found a wine that is less calorie, less carbs, and less alcohol. And I even cut it sometimes. I'll put like ginger ale in it, diet ginger ale, or a seltzer water, and make it like a spritzer type thing. And it's real light and refreshing, and especially in the humidity. So I think just by cutting that back, just getting on the motorcycle was so much easier. Riding on the back and not having my stomach push up against Bob, and we did really well on the bike together, and that's important to us because those were our glory days when we used to go on little, weekend road trips, things like that.
Mhm.
So every moment of yesterday turned out perfect. We went to a restaurant that we used to go to that turned into a totally different kind of experience. And it also had like a little microbrewery set up inside of it. And it was just awesome. And I just can't say enough about how wonderful a day it was yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Everything did work
Well,
out
you're
perfectly.
glowing from it, so I'm
I
so
am. I
glad you're
am.
here.
It's almost like,
That glow.
yeah, it's like the glow I get when I go down to the ocean. That's how
Mhm.
I feel. And that's how
Right.
I feel today.
And Suzanne says, I thought I broke poor Kathy.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Honest to God, when we got back, I was so hoping it wouldn't rain because I just wanted to go in her pool because her pool is really lovely. Her house is lovely, and it
Yeah.
has a very peaceful feeling now. And it's just nice to be there. And her Aaron came and said hi to me and actually talked. She held a conversation with me, and that's big for her. And I just felt so warm and so welcome there. And I just wanted to get into that pool so bad, but the weather just did not cooperate. But that's okay. We had such a great time, and I'm grateful to her for getting me out there and moving. I
Yeah.
need to move.
We all need that movement. It feels so good afterward.
Yes,
And I'm like you, Kathy. I have very bad knees, but the more I can move around, especially because I sit so much in the car,
yes,
then when I do get a chance to go for a walk or connect in with nature, it feels so good.
yeah.
All right, I have a card for Kathleen Caputo.
All right.
Hi, bear. And what a beautiful card. I love this card. I love the energy of it and the graphics on it. It is Dream in Flight.
Oh, that's
Boy,
pretty.
I've been having some dreams lately. I've been having a lot of lucid dreams, and I've been channeling more beings, and I'll be talking about that some more. But for right now, Dream in Flight. In the quiet of the night, the village sleeps. Crescent moon rises, stars twinkle as the golden horse rises into the sky, and the children dream of their first flight. Dreams lead the way to new horizons. Take time to dream today. What are the possibilities? What are your deepest wishes if you allowed your soul to take flight? When our souls are in flight, the skies are limitless. The possibilities are open. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, you are here. I love this card for you. Kathleen is so creative and works so well with the children to help them see their possibilities and see how they're important and they matter in this world. I love this card for all of us. If we take that time to just let those dreams flow, whether you're asleep or awake, you can dream. You can say, "Oh, I'd love to create this. I would love to see this," whatever it may be in your life. And for me, it's peace. That's my whole mission in life. That's what I'm all about. I am Mama Peace, as you all call me, but I love calling in the energy of peace. And so if I can let that dream just float higher and higher, just like the horse in the picture, let's just say that's peace. Let's name that horse Peace. And let's see it floating up there and lifting higher. And the possibilities are limitless. That's what it is. And so perfect for you, Kathleen Caputo. I love that that card came up. And she says, "Thank you, Terry. I really love that. Hado wants to be part of the 10 million for peace too." Hado is a part of everything that takes place that I do. And thank you for that, Kathleen. And I had a message, an intuitive message that was downloaded from our Grace Isis. And I'm going to follow up with it because I think Hado needs to be a representative of the Peace on Earth tour and be like our little mascot that we highlight, and maybe he can give messages out about the Peace on Earth tour. So let's connect and see what we can do with that to make it a reality, and let Hado Bear be a spokesperson for the Peace on Earth tour. Maybe we can make some videos and make that a reality. So the possibilities are limitless. That's a beautiful message for all of us today. Thank you, Kathleen, for being here. And next, I have Auntie Jean Lorio.
Yeah.
Oh, Otto Bear's jumping up and down. Me too, me too.
You
And
know
I,
what I never got for myself? It was a little Hado bear.
oh,
I gave all mine to my uh,
yeah.
nieces and great nieces and nephews. Oh my gosh, I feel so old. when I say
He's
bridge.
always in the car with me. Everywhere I
Ah,
go, Hado Bear's there. So I think I need to start using Hado Bear in all the land blessings.
I
And
think so. I think there's, like I said, there's something magical when somebody wants to do something
yeah,
for children. And
yeah.
I, I mean, I really was amazed when Kathy, when we were at that retreat and Kathy had all those, uh, the workshops
Hmm.
that evolved around not just Hot Bear, but energy
Yes.
and everything is energy. And that was one of my favorite workshops to begin with. Anything presented with that. And um, when I met this girl yesterday, this Libby girl who has that children's book out, I just thought, she's something important, just
Hmm.
like Kathy.
Yeah.
But that's something grand when you're reaching out to our children.
Kathy only has 3 left. And so we're lifting up in prayer that the supply chain will open so that more of those Hado Bears can flow into kids' hands.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
this has been a struggle for a little bit, hasn't it, Kathleen?
Well,
That it's been hard just to get that supply chain to bring the bears to Kathleen. So
Kathleen, also, I don't know if this would help you at all, but that this woman um, is, uh, is advertising a online book fair for children's books, and I believe it's in November, and that's on her website too. So I don't know if it's something that you would want to look into. I know what you're saying with the supply thing, so maybe it's not possible, but just a heads up.
yeah, that's awesome. I love all these resources, and I love Auntie Jean's message. Hado reminds us of our innocent, loving, original self.
I don't want
Beautiful.
to cough on you.
Um, so Kathleen says she will check on that, Kathy. All right. And Prachetta, I'm glad you're still here. I hope you got to hear your message at least when I shared that. If not, maybe you can watch the replay of it. And Kathleen says, I can get books. The bears are more difficult right now. Okay. Well, we're going to pray that opens up and start getting Hado out there more present and centered. All right. Auntie Jean, are you ready for your card? I love this one. This one, I see the heart, which is Auntie Jean, one of the biggest hearts I know in any of our P's, and just such a beautiful, magnificent card. I see Archangel Michael in this card as well.
Is that around the horse's head?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
aha,
that's the mane that's
the
coming out
mane
on
and the
both
tail
sides.
behind, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. And I just see Archangel Michael guiding you, Auntie Jean, and just so present and protecting as your guardian. Um, Okay, so you didn't get to hear your message, Prachetta. Okay, yeah, please watch the replay because it was a beautiful message for you. All right, so Auntie Jean, healing in heart space. Oh my gosh, what a perfect card for you. The energy of heart is powerful, flowing and filled with love. Its warm embrace surrounds you today. Feel her beauty lift you and lighten the world around you, sending healing through whoop, try that again. Sending healing strength that moves freely throughout your body. Let her breathe love into the depth of your soul, providing solace and peace. Hear the harmonious song gifted by the universe, sweet notes delivering love, healing thoughts, and belief in you. Live into this power. Live into this healing. Live into this love. She is there for you. And Jean, I know you've got some physical stuff going on right now, and we've been lifting you up for complete healing. Well, here you go, my dear. There is your confirmation and your very loud and clear message, healing in the heart space. Kuan Yin tells us that love is the energy that heals. And the more love we pour into ourselves, the more we're going to heal, the quicker we're going to heal. So I know you got some stuff coming up, Jean, and we're just praying for the guidance of Archangel Raphael in all of that that's going to be taking place and for a very quick recovery. And I know that it's happening already. I know that this is going to happen with ease and grace. And we lift you up every day with our arms of love around you.
It's Jean. You what you do for others is coming back for you, and you show so much love to others that I see that this is going to be easy. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be beautiful for you.
Absolutely. You know, we normally think of our Auntie Jean as our mountaintop guru because
Mhm.
she's so wise. Every word that comes out of Jean's mouth is just pure wisdom. So when she needs us to wrap our arms around her, let's do that. Let's send that love so that our little guru can just expand out with that love and
Yeah.
really take it in to complete that healing process. Oh, you're so welcome, Auntie Jean. Love you so very much. Okay, I have a card for Isabel. Isabel, are you still with us? I know you're on the road.
Was she
Um,
driving? Is she driving back from
she's,
Boston?
she's almost in Maryland. She's
Ah,
she's headed to Boston, so she's up in your area, Kathy.
ah. I wish she could be by here. She's probably closer to the eastern side of the world.
Yeah, because she's headed up to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So, Isabel, I'll just wait to see if you're still listening. I know you're in the car, so it might take you a minute to respond. Oh, she is there. She says, "Love to Auntie Jean." All right, so Isabel, let's see what the angels want to say to you today. And, ooh, well, doesn't this make sense? The card is entering the sacred forest. Wow, I love that. A rider wrapped in a striped blanket moves almost silently on a dark horse, entering the sacred forest. The trees form a living cathedral. The birds sing their delicate songs as the horse walks. The Great Spirit feels nearby. The time before you is sacred, a place of introspection. Pay attention to the learnings that can be found here, for you are in an important place of growth. Watch for messages to your soul in the birds, the trees, and the gleaming light as it penetrates the branches. Are there patterns to see? Visions to new paths? The answers lie in the heart. Just listen. You know, I know this has been a long trip for you from Florida up to Massachusetts. And for me, as I'm driving along, I listen. So I watch the road, of course, you know, to make sure I stay in between the lines, stay in my lane. But also, I'm just really in that meditative state of receiving. So I listen to whatever downloads, whatever message comes through. So I encourage you, Isabel, as you're traveling along in your car, to just listen. No radio playing, nothing to distract you from hearing the message. And for all of you, if whenever you're driving in your car, Kathy, I know you drive to work every morning, and I know most mornings you listen to us on the morning cuppa, but just hear if anything comes in, if there's any thought that you're like, ooh, where did that come from? That's spirit because you're captive, right? You're
Mhm.
a captive being there in that vehicle. And that's when spirit can really reach us, is when we're not going and doing and having our busyness. That's when the downloads can happen.
I'll try that next time that, you're either delayed coming on and I'm already on the road.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times I'll listen to if you're not on, I'll listen to my music because, that also helps me get through a
Oh,
day
yeah, of
at
course.
work.
Yeah.
But I'd like to try that though. Is maybe I will get a like it would be nice to get a message.
Yeah.
Anything. Anything.
Absolutely. It's when we're not in resistance that we can hear the messages.
Yeah.
And so when we're so focused on what we're doing or our to-do lists or what other people are doing around us, that's when we're distracted. But if we're
Right.
not distracted, then we can stay in that place where spirit can reach out and touch us. I love that. All right. I have a card for, let's see who's next. Suzanne is next, and then Grace Isis.
Yay.
Yeah, let's get these two cards pulled out. And Kathy, anytime that you're feeling a message in here when the cards come up, just speak up.
I really felt it with Kathleen and Jean. I just feel that those two cards were just the ultimate perfect thing for both of those.
Yeah,
Those wonderful peas.
these cards are amazing.
You should see all the bunnies I have in my yard right now.
Oh, I love bunny energy. Abundance. Right. Suzanne, here you go. What a beautiful card. This is Dancing on the Edge, another dance message. And, you know, dance, there's a lot of people that say, I can't dance, or you're so self conscious as you dance around. Just let that thought go. Just don't even worry about what you're looking like, what other people might think or say, or even what you think. If you think you're a klutz and you have two left feet, it doesn't matter. What matters is what's going on the inside
Mhm.
as you move. And so let's see what this message is, because I feel like this is really for you, Suzanne. Shine the spotlight onto the world before you. Dance on the edge and feel your inner strength as you step beyond a world of comfort. Break through to new realms, unknown realms, and let the power of uncertainty unfold. Oh, this is definitely for you, Suzanne. For today is a day to break through the boundaries, real or imagined. Today is a day to dance in the new possibilities that unfold when you expand your horizons. Leaping with faith into this unknown, knowing that the landing might be a bit bumpy, but more importantly, knowing that you will find your footing and each step will become stronger. For this is about taking risk, a risk that will feed your body with invigoration, engaging the very being of your nerve endings. Feel the electricity of this energy and embrace it. Feed it with grounding of the earth and know that it will move you into a bigger world with more possibilities. Take a chance on this day. Push the boundaries before you further. Live fully into your world as it expands. Suzanne, you are in expansion right now.
Yes, she
You
is really.
Oh my gosh, it's like the world has become your oyster. Everything is opening up and expanding. And Suzanne said, yes, that's my message, spot on and beautiful. It is. It's like just dance there. Just enjoy every moment. And there may be times when it's not in your comfort zone. There may be times when you're like, what am I doing? I'm like a fish out of water. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that discomfort because that means you're growing.
Yeah, she's going to do karaoke with me one day, I bet.
Yay. Karen tried to get me to do that. I'm like,
Didn't work.
I can't sing.
Well, no one can really sing. It's supposed to be fun. It's
I
supposed just to do
know.
something different. That's all.
I know. I just don't want to scare people.
Yeah. It's fun. Anyway,
It is. Yeah,
last
I
night
sing when I'm in my car if I have music playing.
last night I made this suggestion and I had no idea. I know you know the movie Magic Mike, Terry.
Oh yeah. I love
Oh yeah.
Matthew. I love Matthew McConaughey.
I love Matthew McConaughey and I love what's his name? The actual lead actor,
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. I can watch him dance, man. I
Oh
can watch him dance.
yeah.
Well, I suggested Suzanne watch it because You should have to see the first two, I would imagine, but the last one was kind of like empowerment for women, and I recommend it for everyone. I know there's a lot of good stuff to look at in there too. I mean, it isn't just, of course, it's about, Selma Hayek plays in it,
Mhm.
and that's hard to believe. She's only a year or two younger than me, and she looks like she does. Ugh. And I
I
feel
haven't
like I
seen that
do.
one. Yeah, I saw 1 and 2, but I haven't seen a 3rd one.
The third one is basically out for rent now, so I think we paid $5.99 to rent it.
Yeah.
But I don't mind renting at home because you're at home and you can hit the bathroom when you need to. And you
Yeah,
hit pause when you need to.
right?
But I recommend it. It was actually, the storyline behind it was really pretty interesting. And like I said, Selma played a really good character about a woman going through. She was married to a rich guy, of course, but all in all, she needed something more in her life, and she found it. And it was just a really good movie. I recommend it, and of course the dancing and the dancers that were in it were fantastic. And like I said, it isn't just the male review part of it, which is enjoyable to watch, but there was more to it, and I think Suzanne especially would like it.
Yeah. So
The
Jesse
music,
wants to know what movie we're referring to. It's, the 3rd version, the
Magic Mike. I
3rd,
think
movie of Magic Mike.
it's like Magic Mike's Last Dance or something like that, or
I
something.
don't know. But I think what would be fun is if we synchronized and we watched it and then came on Zoom together, not
I don't know
online,
if everybody would enjoy
online,
it.
a private Zoom, and
Yeah,
discussed what we got from the movie. As like you
because
said, if it's an empowering movie, then I think
I
that's
thought it was, but
fun.
maybe my perspective isn't the same as someone else's. But for some odd reason, I just got this. I don't know. Maybe because it was like a princess to a pauper type thing, where she really connected with Channing Tatum, and even though he was just a bartender at one of her events that she was hosting, and when she realized that he had a special hidden talent,
Yeah,
it gave her an idea.
yeah. Jennifer said she loved the movie. Hi, Jen. I'm glad you're here.
Jennifer
And
is my movie. Her and I watch about similar kinds of movie.
yeah,
I'll see her post something on Facebook, and then I'll say, "I saw that movie, and I felt the same way."
yeah. And Kathleen says never saw it. I guess I'm going on Netflix tonight. And if you haven't seen it, start with the first one. That's my
Oh, definitely the first one, because you get all
love it.
out Matthew McConaughey.
Oh
He's
yeah,
in the second one too, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he is.
No Matthew McConaughey in the third one. There
No,
were some of just cameos of the other dancers from the second and the first,
yeah,
but he was just talking to them on a computer. He wasn't. They weren't there in the
yeah. Well,
screen.
speaking of him, he has a challenge out right now for
Saw
anybody
it.
that travels at all to take pictures and post those and do the hashtag, what is it, Highway to More.
Yes.
Highway to More is the hashtag. So if you've seen some of the stuff I posted, you might see that. I'm trying to get his attention, and I'm like, hey, Matthew, come on the Peace on Earth tour with us.
He would
Because
be perfect for that. Couldn't you
he's,
see him as a spokesperson for it?
oh yeah, he's traveling around right now and on this tour himself of discovery. He's done it before, and when I read the book Green Lights, I think you read that also,
I
Kathy.
did. I love Green Lights. It was my
He
favorite
talked,
book.
yeah, he talked about that, about just traveling and
Mhm.
being in a remote location and just you and God, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's very spiritual.
There's more out there, and
Yeah,
and
there's
that's his
so
big
much more.
message.
Yeah,
And Colin always liked him, and I always call Colin is my McConaughey lookalike sometimes. When he's healthy and vibrant, he can imitate or whatever Matthew McConaughey pretty well. It's kind of uncanny, and it isn't just the all right, all right, all right. I mean, it's
yeah,
it's it's Matthew McConaughey that he
Right.
like channels him or something.
I watched an old movie he was in the other night. It's called Contact with him and Jodie Foster.
Yes, I
And
saw it.
I know I saw it like when it first came out years
Yeah,
and years ago, but I forgot a lot
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
And he did a really great job in that movie.
He's good. He's good.
He wasn't his cocky,
Uh-uh.
I'm all that self. He was like really a good actor in that movie.
I think there's other people that imitate him, like Matt Damon. I think had to act with him once, and I think he has a whole skit, like on one of the night shows, the late night shows. They asked him, well, what was it like working with Matthew McConaughey? I don't know if it was Matt Damon or another star, but it was funny. It was like
Yeah.
everybody loves to imitate Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, he's such a great guy.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
so much personality.
I know. Don't you want to meet him?
I do. I
Me
really
too.
do. And he lives in Texas, right there where Auntie Jean is.
Yes, Auntie Jean, get on
His
that for
house,
us.
Jean.
Let's go, Auntie Jean.
Oh, Annie just showed up. Hi, Annie
Yay.
7. All right, we're up to Grace Isis, and we're going to get this moving because we still have the Sunday afternoon song to play and get our prayers going. So while I'm reading this one for Grace, I'll put up the caption for you to type in your prayer request.
I'm just letting you know when I mute, it's because if I don't want to cough and interrupt your guys' readings.
Oh, you're so great.
I'm just considerate.
Jesse says, not to mention how hot he is. Yeah. And when I was watching him in that movie Contact, he was very young. And I thought,
Yeah.
God,
It's
he's
not
really,
fair that he's married.
oh, I love his wife. I
She's
just
beautiful.
love her. She is so beautiful.
His kids are beautiful.
Now they're
They're
really
beautiful.
growing up. Yeah. Yeah. He, what was it? He told a story the other day. I was listening to him, and his kid was going off to summer camp or something, and was excited. And so Matthew's asking, well, what are you excited about? What is it that you're looking forward to? And he goes, seeing new places and meeting new people. And I thought, God, you're your dad's son. And that's what I love, seeing new places and meeting new people.
Yeah, he when he puts his kids on, it's magical because he's involving them in his life, not just as a star, but as a spokesperson
Hmm.
to the general public. I mean, he's on Instagram, he's in Facebook, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is.
Social media, I guess.
Yes.
I
Blue's
like him.
here. Blue says, hey, I'm here with my friend Rose. Well, hello, Rose.
Hello.
Thank you for being here and being
Hi,
part of
Blue. You
the
miss me?
family. All right. I know. She calls you Sassy Pants. Her favorite name for you. She has a favorite name for everybody. And sometimes I think the Fae give her that name. All right. So, Grace Isis, we have a card. Boy, does that look like our Gracie Regal? And Gracie, it is the Circle of Hope. Hope surrounds you today and carries you forward. Feel the spring in your step and the lightness in your heart. The momentum has begun. Merely play in the rhythm and expand your sense of purpose that is spiraling to new heights with each hope filled step. Pay close attention to the people and opportunities that present themselves right now, for something larger than life is at work. Expand into your new potential spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You're about to start the ride of your life. Wow, is all I got to say. I love this for you, Grace Isis. I want this card for me too, so I'm going to just take it as well as a message for me. I absolutely love this card. So beautiful. So expand away, my dear Gracie. And you are so beautiful and you lift us up every day so well. And let us lift you. So feel
So,
that.
so with Grace Ice's card, as soon as you read it, I looked up in the sky because the circle of hope just made me like I feel that card too.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up in the sky, and there's just like a small circle of blue sky up there. It's
Aw,
all cloudy, but there's this like blue sky, like right above the furthest back tree that I can see.
beautiful. And I
It's a
love
circle of hope.
Kathleen says that is Gracie, light in her heart and
Yes.
huge potential. Love this card for you, Gracie. It really is. And she says, Vroom, light and love, light and laughter. Yes, indeed. And she said, Kathy, thank you. So I didn't read the blog today because I wanted to just spend time with Kathy and sharing with all of you. But I encourage you, go to this website, which is my website, and go to the blog because there is a challenge in today's blog. Kathy, did you read the blog?
Not
It's
today, sorry.
it's called Spreading Light Through Kindness, a 30-day challenge.
Ooh, I can do that.
So I'm just going to read the line from it that's about the challenge.
Okay.
As we have entered the beginning of a new month, and it happens to be the start of the second half of the year, I challenge each of us to consciously do a random act of kindness daily. Wherever you are in the world, choose to make a difference today. Let's start a worldwide wave of love and make July a month of peace building. So I'm putting the gauntlet down. I'm inviting all of us
I can do that.
to do an act of kindness. You don't even have to go out of your house if there's somebody else there. You can do an act of kindness with someone who's right there with you. So the challenge has been issued, and let's make this a really beautiful month of just outreach. You know, when you do something for somebody, when you give either of your energy, your abundance, your time, it makes a difference in you because you receive. So there you go.
Awesome.
Kathy says sounds great. And Andrea loves the challenge.
Yep.
Yeah.
The sun came out when you said that too.
Yeah.
See, it's all about it, man. It's
Let's
just
make it a month of giving and
what I
loving
had
one
all
another.
week long was I get so many messages at me. I belong to the upper room. It's something that my mom used to read every day. She actually had a little booklet that she would get monthly in the mail. It was a subscription, and it would refer to scriptures in the Bible, but it also had a little story in it. And this week's uh, everything was about compassion,
Mhm.
and that's it goes in so well with what you're saying right now. Acts of kindness,
Yeah,
compassion for others, maybe seeing something that you didn't see before in a person. Like,
right.
why does that person act that way?
Mhm.
There has to be a reason, you know.
We never know what's going on inside of somebody.
Right. And so you just got to find that little piece of compassion inside of you and do what you can. Maybe the person's not approachable, but at least say a prayer,
Yeah,
something.
something. Auntie Jean's giving us some suggestions of what we can do. I love that. And I also suggest that as you reflect back on your day, think about what you did and write it down. Write it down. It's not about ego, it's about giving and receiving, which the Course of Miracles says is the same.
And I'm never good about, like, I journal in the morning. I'm never good at journaling in the evening, and I really wish I could.
Yeah.
Or I should start. There's
Well,
really no reason for me not to.
you can at
But
least just reflect, just reflect back on your day. And
I
And
just get lazy. I think I get lazy. I don't want to touch my computer. I don't want to touch anything.
yeah,
Books. It's like I do all that all day long. And when I come home, it's dinner, it's dishes, clean up, and go to bed. And that's
right.
basically. And I don't like that I've fallen into that. But
Yeah.
when you have so many things going on in your life, I
Oh,
guess I retreat to my bedroom as an escape.
yeah,
It's a sad thing, and I'd like to get myself out of that.
yeah. So maybe just taking that time to reflect will be
Might be a
helpful
good
for
thing.
you. And Gracie says, I read Upper Room daily too, Kathy.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I love that. I
Yeah, my mom, I remember her sitting every morning, she would read that, and she always had her version of the Bible called the Book,
mhm,
and I have that copy, and, like, the oils from her hand have really saturated the pages of this Bible, and,
yeah,
but I keep it. It's not I don't have it out anywhere. I don't want it to get ruined,
mhm,
and, yeah, the upper room has been a part of my life since I was a teenager, basically.
that's beautiful.
Mhm.
All
I
right,
owe it all to my mom.
I'm going to pull one more card for anybody who didn't get one and for anybody who did, for me, for Kathy. So, one more card to end the card readings, and then we'll play the song that touches all of our hearts as we say some prayers and lift each other up. So, what message do the angels want us all to have for all of us together? And, oh, I love this card. Okay, so this is it,
Mm.
and it's a new day dawns. The morning sun peeks over the horizon, laying light on the first glimpses of the earth. The shimmer of early morning dew gives rise to new ideas, seedlings to spring forth in the warmth of the sun. Consider how new ideas, glimpsing over the horizon, can find life, similar to the alchemy of the sun's narrow rays transforming into a brilliant full sun that heats our earth and gives life. There is a transformation taking place in your world. Watch for the glimpses of newness on the horizon. Welcome each new moment, thought, person, and possibility with the wonder of a child. Be curious. A new day dawns. What a beautiful message for all of us, isn't it? I love that.
And do you see the horse in the picture? It's an Appaloosa.
Yes.
And when you were reading about the one about peace that has the white horse on it,
Hmm.
I saw peace in a representation of a horse as an Appaloosa.
Oh, beautiful.
So that horse meant this horse in this picture means a lot to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this message. Just think of the possibilities and be like a child.
Yes.
What good could happen? What dream could come true? And just allow yourself to go there.
And that's the message for children. Kathleen and this woman Libby who are writing these children's books.
Yeah.
They are, and you see it in A Course in Miracles too. When we're children, we have that sense of wonder that we have everything that we needed back then. And then
Mhm.
we're given all these thoughts and ideas of how things should be. And then you lose that wonder and that light, so to speak. And this is a way to get it all back. If we
Mhm.
can give that to our children, then
Yeah.
they can do it for us.
Yeah. The children are our future.
Mhm.
And if we can inspire them to make this world a sustainable world that works for all of us,
Yeah.
meditation, peace, calmness, having the ability to find that inner peace in themselves, then wow, think of the difference this world will be. All right. So, any prayer requests that you have, just type them in. And
I'm going to just share with you guys just some of the things while you're typing in your requests, of course. Some of the things that I bought, and one of the nicest displays I saw was an Indian couple, and they're from Westminster, Maryland. They're not too far from me. I think about a 45-minute drive, and I was really happy to find them. And when I, whoop, there's their card. But I didn't know that you could buy different scented sage.
Oh, yeah.
But this one was really cool because it has the chakras in
Mm-hmm.
dyed rose petals around the sage.
Beautiful.
And I don't even want to burn it.
Right? You
I
smell
mean,
it.
I'll keep it. And then, I bought a rose smelling one. And then this is, I believe, a dragon's breath flower, which I actually have in a pot outside my window. And I needed a longer feather for my saging. So I bought this one from them. Isn't it pretty?
Yes. I love that feather.
Isn't it pretty? Oh, I
Yeah.
just loved it. And then the last thing that really caught my eye was this box with the chakra
The
and the
tree of
tree.
life. Yes.
And inside of it they're all heart shaped chakra stones. I don't want to drop any of them. So, oh, you can see. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, it is.
So I bought that for them. I think I spent my most money there in their little area. And they had everything. They had crystals. They had groups of crystals for like different things, like your uh, for patience, for anger, for the same thing everybody has in their
Mhm.
stores and whatever. But they were so friendly, and again, you got such a good vibe from some of these people that you knew that they were good souls,
Yeah.
and that was what I brought. That's what I came away with.
Hmm.
Just knowing that there are other people out there like us that
Yes.
only want good, only
Yeah.
want love and light and
That's
peace.
it. That's it. There are a lot of us out here, and together we can make a difference. And Blue says, Whizzy Bee would love that feather. Whizzy Bee loves
Oh,
feathers. I left her one a few years ago for
well,
her.
I have one she can have now. This is tiny.
Yeah.
It's so small.
Oh, beautiful.
It's cute though, but that's what originally came with
Dove.
my abalone shell and sage that I ordered for the first time.
Looks like a dove feather.
I needed a big one. I
Mhm.
needed a bigger one, and this one caught my eye, especially with the turquoise on it, because that's my
Right.
favorite. And I like the shades of using a turquoise with the brown feathers.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's more
Beautiful.
natural to me.
Yeah.
Native American, maybe, I guess.
Jesse's asking prayers for Elise and Kara. So, Jesse, I'm going to add those to our Peapod prayer list. And both of our genes are here. We have the pair genes together today.
Yay!
They both have a grid that we place names in. So, genes, there's two names to go into the grid, please. And Jean Lorio says, "Oh boy, it's a good thing we didn't go there when I went to Gettysburg."
Well, they didn't have the Illuminate Festival was what I was at. So this people, they're from Westminster, Maryland. They're about 45 minutes from here. But next time you're over on the East Coast, Gene, I'll take you there.
Yeah,
They must have a beautiful shop, I'm guessing, because
probably.
they brought so much. I mean, their table was so long, it took up the whole like back wall. It was
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah,
Lots of stuff.
awesome.
I could have spent easily 100 there. I spent 55, which was bad enough. But at their table alone, I probably could have spent a lot more. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Okay,
Beautiful.
so Jean said she missed the names. I'm just going to put it up on the screen for you. Blue
Oh, there.
Jean, there you are, Elise and Kara.
It's
And
funny you say Elise, Jesse, because my son met a girl who spent 3 weeks of living on the beach in Florida. I'm not sure which beach. She was a heroin addict. She's trying to get better. She was originally from our area. She moved back. She's with her mom. I know Colin in his feels like he has to save everyone, whatever. But I'm hoping that maybe she'll save him because she mentioned something about wanting to take him to some IOP, intensive outpatient programs with her. So
Yeah.
we'll put our Elise in there too. I don't know her very well, but
Okay, so we got Elise times 2.
there you go.
Yeah. And please remember my brother-in-law, Tim,
Okay.
and he's getting ready to undergo some quite traumatic surgery on his legs. So just please remember the physical and the emotional because he's the father of Brian, my nephew that we lift up. And I have a niece whose husband just passed suddenly, and they had the memorial yesterday. So I know that's a tender time for that whole family up in Indiana. Okay, so we're going to play the song, our Sunday Come to Meeting song.
My favorite.
As we play it, just stay in your heart with the message of the song. This is the water. This is the place of peace and calm and love that we all gather together and come to and just lift each other. We have a whole list of names that you all have entrusted us with to lift up every day. So as the song is playing, just remember you don't have to know every name on the list. Just lift up that list and that beautiful energy that we poured into it for, I don't know, a couple of years now. I think this list has been building and all of those that have been mentioned. And our Ricky just came in, Ricky and Josie, and we lift you up every day, Ricky. Thank you for being a part of this family. And I pray for you to get stronger every day. And for Kathy, your beautiful family, Colin and Marlena, and for you and Bob to just really be lifted up.
Marlena is still struggling to find the right job. We're hoping that she'll be at least hired for this one position. It's not glamorous. It's not, in her so-called field, but at least it's in healthcare. It's in a dermatology office.
Okay.
Be like an office manager, and they'll teach her other skills there as well. So
Oh,
hopefully she gets that, and hopefully she gets this apartment that they're trying really hard for.
yeah. All right. So let's go into this prayer time and prayers for Kathy for that cough to be healed. All right. Here we go.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Come to the water where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe, the freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life, where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference, where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace. What a beautiful feeling, isn't it? To just be in that energy of peace. I want that for the whole world. That's a mission that is in my heart every day for all of us, everyone. Kathy, I so appreciate you being here today.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me here because I'm glad I could get the message out.
Absolutely. And I'm going to do my best to go to the one in September in Tennessee. So I'm putting that out there. And I'm reminding everybody about the challenge for this whole month of July. Do a random act of kindness. It doesn't have to cost you a cent. Like Auntie Jean shared, you can pick up the phone and tell somebody, I'm grateful for you. Or you can send a thank you note to somebody who's touched you. So, whatever it might be, just the challenge is out there for us all to share love and peace for this whole month. And it's going to make a difference. So, thank you all for being here. And, Kathy, how do we end our show?
Oh, well, we do that beautiful heart telephone. Gotta say it. On the count of three. Do we count backwards?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you.
Love you. And I see people already saying it. Our Mama had a bear. Thank you, Terry and Kathy.
Oh,
Thank you for being here, Kathleen. Oh, and Suzanne thanking us and said, what a nice afternoon, Cuppa. It was
wasn't this?
beautiful,
It
beautiful
was
time
great.
together.
It was great.
Grace Isis, thank you. I love you. Our beautiful Auntie Jean, Kathleen. And Jessie said, Kathy, the sun just came out here for the first time all day. Here comes the sun. Da, 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 da. I told you I can't sing. All right, Ricky and Josie, thank you. I love you. Annie, 7. Oh, you're so welcome, Grace Isis. Jessie. Blue Jean says, we love you, Sassy Pants. Annie, it's so good to have you here today. Andrea Gregg, thank you. I love you. Brookie, hello. She just woke up from a nap. Well, you'll have to watch the replay because this was a really good afternoon cuppa. So thank you for coming in, Brookie, and sharing some love and gratitude.
Hi,
Thank you.
Brooke.
You. All right. So we're going to get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us every Sunday afternoon. It's the afternoon cuppa, and I just love having you all on and feeling the energy. So come back tomorrow morning, same time every day except for Sunday. It's 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll even be here on July 4th. So I don't know what your all's plans are, but 8 o'clock in the morning at Eastern time, show up and let's all share some love together. Thank you. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And Kathy, what's the word that we use to say goodbye?
Namaste, y'all.
Bye, everybody. Kathy, I love you so much. Thank you
Love you
for
too,
being here, my
Terry.
sister.